joint. Fucking all right. Yo, we are live. What up, what up, what up? And welcome to motherfucking Pinoy News. Man, listen. Yo, look, it's been probably like a month since I fucking live streamed because I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Legit. Because I'm stuck in fucking Boston over the weekend because my lazy ass overslept this morning and I was late to an appointment. And then my second appointment, legit, they closed before I fucking got there. They don't open till Monday morning. So I just got to hang out in fucking Boston, right? Legit. And I go and like I find a place to park and hang out where I know and I'm cool and they got decent food. But I walk into the place and legit they done banned menthol fucking cigarettes. So now I gotta smoke fucking bullshit regular cigarettes like some fucking cowboy or something, right? While I fucking sit here in goddamn Boston all fucking weekend. It's goddamn retarded and I'm fucking aggravated as shit. So I was like, fuck it. I got time. I got good internet at the moment. I'm gonna do a fucking live stream. By the way, with us today, we also have motherfucking Bear Dog. What up?
What up, man? I'm sorry you're stuck in Boston with no fucking menthols. You know what I'm saying? That sucks.
It does. It's fucking terrible. It's the worst shit fucking ever. It's fucking horrible. I'm be honest with you though, man. Like, yo, they got these chicken wings I hit, but they're off the fucking meat.
You got one for the other, I guess.
Right. Like legit, they even got like these they're like Tu Wong food chicken joints, whatever the fuck they are. They got like some of that like fucking weird Chinese sauce on them or something. They're fucking amazing. Like, yo, legit, I'm fucking them motherfuckers up right now.
Hell yeah, man. Gotta do something while you're fucking stuck smoking regular cigarettes like a cowboy or some shit.
And yo, here's the real bitch, right? Like, yo, where I park at, you have to like walk like across this field and then across the street to go to the store, right? Because it's Boston and there ain't no fucking room out this bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you know, fucking like the whole place was like built by fucking retards. So like I walked over to the store and as I'm walking back, it starts torrential fucking downpouring while the sun's shining outside. And I get fucking soaked walking back to the goddamn truck and shit. Just to let me further know that I'm in goddamn Boston at the moment.
That's some shit, man. That sucks.
I feel you. Super duper swagger scooper. What up, fucking Danny? Well, what's going on, man? And I'm fucking PJ Almighty. How the fuck you doing? Welcome, my brothers. Welcome. It's nice to see y'all out here today. Yeah, I ain't expecting big numbers because legit, it's been a long time since I fucking live stream. Like I don't do this shit real often. I'm mostly doing this so I can download it and put it up on fucking Anchor later. You know what I mean? But anybody's been paying attention to the channel, y'all notice I dropped my last video. Yo, Tom Pease was right. Look, freedom is the motherfucking answer. Accelerate. Yo, nigga, fucking, yo, you got time to get the fuck on here, man? Legit, like, I'll send you a goddamn link and shit. Fucking, I didn't know whether or not you were gonna be the motherfucker around him when I don't know what you be doing anymore. Like, cause like legit, I want to cover some libertarian goddamn subjects. And showed it, you know what I'm saying? Libertarianism is the motherfucking answer and whatnot to all of our fucking bullshit.
Even with that woman going for president?
What woman?
Yeah, the Libertarians nominated a woman for the presidential.
Yo, look, they're not libertarians. Yeah. All right, the Libertarian Party.
But it's the Libertarian Party that nominated this woman.
I feel where you are, right? I feel where you are. Like, legit, I do. But me and Matt Dodge, like, we agree that they are not libertarian and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Matt, fucking, yo, I'll send you a link. There you go, my brother. Fucking, like, come join us and shit, right? Because I want to talk about some shit. Fucking Radical Rick, what up, man? You know what I mean? Fucking, so, like, we ain't gonna talk about the Freemasons. You know what I mean? The Libertarian Party is not the home of libertarians. Yeah, you're right. Like, all right. So, like, what you got to understand is that the Libertarian Party, man, I got fucking shitheads over here pulling in beside me and whatnot. I gotta close this window. Now it's gonna be fucking retarded hot because it's just my breath in the goddamn truck. Yo, it is what it is. Anyway, right? So, yo, fuck, pain in the ass. Yeah, the Libertarian Party is fucking. Yo, you can call a horse a cow, but it's not really a cow, unless it's in India. Then it's kind of a horse, right? Like, yo, a cow is kind of a horse in India. You want to be technical about some shit because they don't have horses and whatnot, so they use cows for the purposes of horses and mules and things. Anyway, not the fucking point. The Libertarian Party of America is fucking garbage, right? Basically what it is it's a bunch of weed heads who, you know what I'm saying, all they want to do is legalize drugs. That's what the Libertarian Party is in America.
It's like Republicans with bongs.
No. No, not at all. Not at all. It's okay. They're like communists with bongs, right?
But isn't that
Because
just communists or whatever?
yeah, I feel where you are. You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? You know what I'm saying? Like every libertarian I met is like a failed Republican with a bong.
All right, yo, super duper. I can't idle at the second because, as I told you, there's a dude legit right across from me getting motherfucking inspected right now. There's a cop
Oof.
sitting right there, and he keeps staring at my truck when I was idling. So like I
Oof.
turned it off, closed the curtains, and hid in the back of my truck, trying to get this nigga not to look at me anymore.
Oof.
Because the last thing I want is that motherfucker coming over here because I got warrants and shit out of PA, and I'm gonna end up going to jail this weekend. Like, yo, it is what it is. I got bench warrants and shit. They ain't no bullshit traffic warrants and whatnot. But yeah. What is Aleppo? Exactly. Yeah, like, dude, weed makes you bad at math and history and geology and geography and politics. Weed in general makes you stupid. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
It makes you dumb, right? So like I had, you know who Callan is, right?
Yeah.
Well, all right. So Callan the other day done put up some shit on fucking Twitter. He was talking about how like all these states need to legalize weed because like his state in Massachusetts legalized weed and it fixed the budget, right?
Uh-huh.
And first off, that's not correct, right? Like they had a $1 billion surplus in their budget and it had dick to do with motherfucking like weed. It had everything to do with a new fucking missile being invented out of MIT. But
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, right. And like on top of that, like, they had like the Trump surge, from the fucking, massive amount of money coming in, whatever, through the fucking stock market and shit, things of this nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Leaf,
Yeah.
stop trying to get him to come over here. And Desert Coyote, what up? Right, fucking, so like, he was saying this shit, and he's like, oh man, all the states seem to legalize weed. I was like, first off, you don't understand how supply and demand works, all right? The more states legalize weed, the cheaper weed's going to be, the less money you're going to make off of it. Right. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number fucking two. Your state, Massachusetts, this state here where he was talking about, is one of the most in debt states in the nation. It owes at the moment $75 billion. Right. It's in the hole. 75 billion. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you could fix your budget in our 75 years if you keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're fucking retarded. This is kind of the goddamn point. Weed makes you bad at math. Well, just being an American in general.
I mean, weed makes you bad at most things. I mean, really.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I never met a bitch who smoked weed could suck a cock. It is what it is. Right.
That's some shit.
Ain't that fucking terrible? Yo, Adonis, what up, nigga? Fuck, the situation is that weed makes you bad at fucking math. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we're at right now, right? Yo, you said I smoke weed and I'm bad at a ton of shit. I feel like you were bad at a ton of shit before you started smoking weed, though. I think that might be where that's at the moment. I'm not gonna blame it all on the weed. You said I smoke weed and I don't suck cocks. Yo, you're in good company with a lot of whores out here. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So like, legit, man. Like, yo, fucking, you get head from a weed bitch. Like, yo, motherfucking, they suck a dick just enough to get you by. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God, nah. Like, I want a bitch, you know what I'm saying, who smokes space or dust or something. You know what I mean? Like a chick who motherfucking will stand here and like, she get on that fucking shit and all she want to do is suck that cock. You know what I'm talking about? Like that fucking bro. And I mean, she sit there and she smoked that fucking space, that fake weed or that fucking dust or whatever it is. And all of a sudden that bitch is sucking your dick for like an hour and a half. She start licking the motherfucking gooch and taint and shit. And goddamn, bitch. Like, yo, she be getting into it. You want a broad to motherfucking get that shit done, but like, man, listen, it just don't, it just don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't find them real often, and you don't want to fuck with them real often because, like, yo, them bitches is dirty. You know what I mean? Like, yo, legit. Like, yo, Spice K2, yeah, it's where I'm at. It's where I'm at right now. So, like, that's kind of the mentality, right? Yeah. So, yo, but fucking dude, Danny, here's the goddamn problem and shit with the weed isn't the end all be all. The problem is that for a lot of these motherfuckers, legit weed like is their whole life.
True.
Like they Yeah, you
Yeah.
meet these motherfuckers, right?
Absolutely.
They wake up in the morning, they get high. They go to lunch, they get high. They go fucking, you know what I'm saying? They go to work, they get high. They take their break, they get high. Like all they do is get fucking high. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Then they go home and they get high. And then they fucking, you know what I mean? Before they go to sleep, they get high. Like that's their whole life is just smoking fucking weed and shit. They're never sober. They're like, I'm not a drug addict. I'm like, you sure, motherfucker? Like, yo, you do more drugs than most motherfuckers I know do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
You know, it's fucking, yo, weed is just a voluntary reality escape for people that take on life. Let me put this like this, right? Yo, weed is a mask, right? Yo, weed takes the rough edges off of all the shit that you fucking dealing with, right? And I can understand where a motherfucker would want that, but real shit, you don't need that. That's legit. That's like having somebody help you fucking move your fucking bench press or your curl bar. Like, nigga, there's no point in working out if you're gonna have somebody else help you to fuck out. You're gonna be a better, stronger person if you do it your goddamn self and shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's my mentality. You know what I mean? Like me, like yo, like I drink beer, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Tom. Dead air. Tom, you there? Okay, I guess it's just me. Hey everybody. AP says weed should be the sprinkles on the sundae of life, not the ice cream. Absolutely agree. AP, there's no punchline. He drinks beer, period. End of story. Object of hate. I guess the cops showed up to the truck. Yeah, that's what I'm going to assume too. Neutral bastard, what's going on, man? Oh, I guess it's just me. Hopefully he comes back. So what's going on, everybody? Everybody having a good day? It's a good day. Got some technical difficulties going on. Desert Coyote, the cops are searching Tom's truck. They smell weed. Adonis Paul, Tom insulted weed, so Kimber DDoSed him. I mean, that's absolutely entirely possible. The squirrels or the pigeons could have come after his ass. Who knows? Shit, now my shit's fucking up. What the fuck? Adonis Paul, cops beating up Tom P right now. Probably.
Yo, man, I'm sorry. I'm
Were the
sorry,
cops
man.
beating your ass or what, man? I can't carry a
No,
fucking show. I suck at life. Come on, dude.
nah, yo, my fucking my kid called me and shit. Fucking, I'm running off my fucking Wi-Fi from my phone and shit.
Everybody thought the cops got you, man. I'm glad the cops did not get you, and I suck. So take it away, dude.
Yo, man, look, they ain't get me. They ain't get me. I apologize, y'all. Like legit, my kid called me and shit, and I just got done sending him a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Fucking so like I had to talk to him for a second and shit. You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, man, look, I gotta call you back. And he's like, all right, call me back when I'm done. I'm like, cool. So I'm gonna call him back like an hour or so. Anyway, right? Yeah, man. Listen, yo, man, look, where the fuck are we? Oh yeah, fucking libertarians and weed heads. Yo, I hate fucking weed heads. I do. Like they're most annoying people on the planet. There is nobody else in the world who legit. Yo, I wasn't dead. I was not dead. Right? There's nobody else in the history of mankind who will stand there motherfucking like not wake up in the morning and have their like fucking 5-year-old feeding their 2-year-old fucking peanut butter out of a jar with a spoon. You know what I'm saying? Legit.
That's a fucking image.
Yo, here's a bitch. Like, does this sound like an untrue statement? Like, I haven't seen this with my real life.
I mean, absolutely. I absolutely believe you, Tom.
Yo, like this is some real shit. Like, a weed head will stand there and be living in a house full of cockroaches, be having a car outside with motherfucking like rims on it with fucking spinner hubcaps and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like, you sell weed in the community. Look, man, weed heads is gonna be weed heads. I'm just bitching about it for me myself. All right. Like, I feel like bitching about some shit today. All right. Because I'm having one of those fucking days. I had to drive around in fucking Boston, right? In a tractor fucking trailer. You ever tried driving around in a tractor trailer? Just to begin with, it's fucking difficult. Driving around in Boston in a tractor trailer is basically fucking impossible.
That sounds like hell. That sounds like hell on earth.
Yo, imagine doing it in the summertime when they're fucking doing road construction on every street and they got shit shut the fuck down.
God, I'm sorry, Dom. That fucking blows.
Yo, it was fucking miserable. And then I get up to the place where I'm fucking going and shit. And I'm at park on the side of a motherfucking road. And I got to sit there for 2 goddamn hours with these fucking cops over here banging out fucking Puerto Ricans in the goddamn fucking parking lot. And I can't fucking idle my truck. I got to sit there and fucking sweat. Because it has a big sign that says, don't idle, the cops will fucking arrest you or take you or whatever.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, though.
I'm okay. Legit. Like, I'm always going to be okay. Worst come to worst, I will run away. You know what I'm saying? I got a nigga who lives up here. You know what I mean? I'll go run into a fucking rat hole and shit. Adonis, your kid needs braces. Nigga, you broke. Yo, I feel for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my kid needed braces, and I was like, well, son, you're going to have to learn how to live with a crooked smile. Like, it is what it is. Fucking, you ain't getting no goddamn braces out of me. Like, I'm not taking you no orthodontist and spending $3,000 to have a motherfucker stand there and build some bridges on your fucking teeth and shit. It's not fucking happening. All right. Like, I'm not, no. All right. Because when I busted my fucking tooth and shit fighting, my parents didn't put a fresh one to fuck in. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, don't worry about it, son. We'll get you a fucking tooth or some type of shit to make you look like a normal person. They like, well, nigga, you're going to have to walk around with a missing tooth until you got the money to get that bitch golded up. Yo, like, yo, you better become Jewish or something real quick. Like, fucking, you know how to blow into a Ricola horn and shit? You ever been to fucking temple and shit?
No, never.
Yo, I used to fuck this Jewish bitch, right?
Of course you did. You got one for every color and stripe, right, Pinoy?
Yeah. Yo, I had my maybe baby's mom's called me today and shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Sending me pictures of the fucking maybe baby and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the bitch is motherfucking like, yo, they fucking stand here and fucking what the hell? Oh, she married some sucker and he didn't sign the birth certificate and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like this kid looked just like me, like identical. Like,
oh
me and him could be twins and shit, right? Because all my kids look just like me. They're all like identical copies of me and shit, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My maybe baby. Yeah. My maybe baby. You know what I'm saying? Because it may be his and it may be yours. You know what I'm saying? Because bitches in the hood is straight up horse. Like, yo.
So tell me about the temple bitch.
All right. So this temple bitch. All right. So I was fucking this fat Jewish white bitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, she's like, you need to come to church with me. And I was like, church? I was like, man, listen, I ain't been to church in years and shit, right? Fucking, so stand here and Victor Rand said, you can rearrange the teeth slowly with a small set of pliers and a lot of patience. Like, damn, right? Yo, right?
Damn. That's a shit. Oh my God.
That is rough right there. Yo, so fucking, anyway, right? So she's like, you gotta go to church. And I was like, am I getting some pussy? She's like, of course. It's like, all right. Fucking, like, I went to church with this bitch and I get in there, right? And like, first off, the church is in like a strip mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's right next to the motherfucking the gyro and the motherfucking waffle fry spot and shit, where they be selling the motherfucking kosher fries, right?
Uh-huh.
Yo, like, I don't know nothing about no kosher fries. I went in and asked that motherfucker what kosher was. And he started getting all fucking lippy with me. I was like, don't you get lippy with me, you motherfucker. I'll beat the shit out you. Who the fuck you think you talking to and shit, right? Anyway, so I stand here and fucking I go in here and they got like this nigga on stage and shit, and this nigga got like the Ricola horn, right? He got like this what looked like a giant golf club, right? But it's all like bedazzled and like fucking got like Egyptian symbols on it or some shit. You know what I mean? It looked like, I don't know, like one of them Johns that they sell you at the motherfucking Indian John. You know what I mean? Like if you ever go to like one of them reservations, they be having like, you know what I mean, them fucking smoking horns or whatever, and they got like all them fucking deer and antelope and shit on them or whatever, right?
Yeah, I got you.
And so like I go in and like I sit down or whatever, and she sits next to me and she's all happy. She like, ooh, look, I got me a fucking man next to me. And I was like, oh. And we was like 16, you know what I'm saying? So it's whatever, right? So fucking, and this bitch was adopted too. So one of these like she was like really Jewish, right? So like, yo, so like I sit down and like this nigga fucking comes up and he goes, Ricola. Right? And, like,
what the fuck?
And I'm Catholic, so like I understand like the premise of how like, you know what I mean, like these type of things work. You know what I'm saying? Because like in the Catholic Church, like you have like this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens, and like it's all in like an order of shit. Freedom. What up, my nigga? Yo, so
I was raised Catholic. I got you.
Yeah. You know when like he goes, I come in peace, I go in peace. I brought Reese's Pieces, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right? And like you know immediately like the crackers is coming out and shit. You about to get a snack and whatnot.
Yeah,
like, yo, fucking, you know what I mean? Right. Well, like, here's the real bitch, right? Like, yo, this bitch is like later on, like, you know what I mean, a couple years later, whatever, her dad ended up getting shot by the police, right?
Her cat.
Her dad.
Oh, I thought you said her cat. I apologize. It kind of went out there for a second.
Right. Yeah. Nah. Her dad ended up getting shot by the police and shit, right? Like, he called the cops because something happened. There was a black person in the street, whatever the case might be, right? You know what I'm saying? And like, fucking, the fucking police come out and fucking shoot this nigga, right?
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, yo, I don't know, like maybe they thought he was like faking the funk being Jewish or something, like you ain't part of the tribe, right? And he fuck clipped him, whatever it was, right? I don't know, like he was appropriating their culture or something, I don't fucking know, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Booyah Mazi, what up? Man, I don't know whose mom this was, right? I don't know whose man's this was, and I don't know, right? Legit. Like, I'm not real sure about this broad's family. I still deal with her to this day. Like, fucking, I still talk to her and shit. Like, she just lost a baby here recently and shit, whatever. Fucking, she sent me pictures of, like, a dead baby. And, like, I don't know how to respond when somebody sends you pictures of a dead baby and shit.
Holy fuck,
you know
that's some shit.
Are you supposed to, like, stand here and be like, that's a nice dead baby? You know what I mean?
I don't even fucking know. That is just some shit.
Right, she like, yo, they had like the fucking dead baby wrapped up in a blanket and shit, right? You know what I mean, with like a little fucking the fucking pussy hat on and shit. You know what I mean? Right, and I'm standing here, and I don't really know what the fuck to like say to the bitch, because like, you know what I mean, like I'm on Facebook Messenger, because like, yo, here's what I do, right? I got like a Facebook with no friends on it, right? And it's private, but like I be messaging like people I know on it because like they know who I am, right?
Yeah.
But like I don't be putting no post up or nothing. I don't say shit about nothing because I don't want like fucking, you know what I mean, Scooby and shit trying to fucking stand here and dox my niggas and my fucking cousins and aunts and shit. And I mean, because he tried to fucking call like my fucking best friend, right? He's like, why don't you go talk to your brother? And like he took pictures of, like my son off of there, and he was like, this kid looks like he's of age. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, I'm gonna go fuck him up or whatever. And I was like, yo, look, last thing I need is you fucking.
I had no idea Scooby went after you. I had no idea.
Yeah. Fucking, yo, Freedom. It's nice to see you out here. Right? Yeah. Like he legit, like he came after like my family and shit. Like legit came after my family. Right? Like he took pictures of like my fucking son and shit up. And he took and he messaged fucking one of my ex-girlfriends and shit, and who has like 10 kids, and he's like, it's your baby's mom's, ain't it, with all those fucking kids? And I was like, nah, nigga, that ain't one of mine. You know what I mean? Like when that bitch got pregnant to me, I aborted that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like real shit. Yo, that was a weird motherfucking story and shit, right? Legit. Yo, I went down and I paid for an abortion and shit, right? Yo, it ain't dragging us in from 2 states for simple assault. Nigga, ain't gonna be no simple. All right, yo, it's gonna be aggravated, like legit. Like I'm gonna hit this nigga with a pipe. A
well-deserved hit too.
I feel you, right? But like, yo, I went to go pay for an abortion with this bitch, right? And they handed me a receipt, and it was right around tax time. So like, I asked the lady behind the counter, I was like, "Holy shit, is this shit tax deductible?" Right?
Yes, that's some shit.
Right?
Yeah,
And apparently, I'm the only one who found that to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
that's hilarious.
Like, yo,
Tax deductible abortion. Fuck yes.
right? You know what I mean? Like, fucking, it is what it is, right? But anyway,
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
I had to pay for the supports. Like, this bitch was so lazy, she wouldn't go get on welfare. You know what I'm saying? That's how lazy this bitch was.
Yeah.
Right? She had the best pussy in the history of pussy. Not gonna lie. Right? Like, yo, not playing. Like, yo, best pussy in the history of pussy. Like, there's never. I have been with many of females. As you know, I got between 10 and fucking 75,000 children. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right? Legit. Best pussy in the history of pussy. Just, oh my God, that shit was good. Right? Like, fucking wet, tight, fucking just, yo, felt like somebody was grabbing your dick when you were up inside of it. Shit was fucking crazy. Right? It was bananas and shit. Like, this pussy here changed your life. It made me believe in God again. You know what I'm saying? Legit. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was like a motherfucking, you know what I mean? I was like a baptized motherfucking virgin and shit. You know what I mean? That fucking, oh my God. Yeah, it's like the 1 in a million snatches. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's real special. Yeah, it's like 1 in a billion and shit. It's like pussy that like when she spread her legs, a rainbow came out. It was fucking bananas and shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like, yo, and she had, and on top of that, she had like that inbred motherfucking extracurricular canine teeth and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I love that extracurricular motherfucking, like, yo, fucking that extracurricular. Yo, a bitch named Chantel is gonna have some pussy like that. I'll be real. Yo, they always got a face like a Mack truck though. Like, legit, every one of them.
Yeah.
Not this bitch. This bitch was pretty. This bitch was pretty as shit in the face. Like, yo. But man, listen, I swear to God, she had some fucking, oh my God, like, yo, legit, I cried when that pussy left. I was fucking destroyed and distraught. You know what I mean? Like, on one hand, I wanted her gone so bad. Right. But like, on the other hand, like, I missed that pussy. Like, fuck, it was bad. You know? It's like firing a chef who's stealing from you, who makes a perfect steak. You're like, fuck. God damn it, you motherfucker. Why are you making me choose between my money and my stomach? Like, I'm gonna fucking stab somebody and shit. You be outside just like cutting yourself and fucking eating at the same time. It's terrible. Right?
Yeah. I got you. I feel you.
He said, quiet him start sounding when she spreads her legs. Right? like she spread her legs, goes, oh.
Put the pussy on the altar, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes. Hallelujah.
I was upset for like 10 minutes when that pussy left. I'll never forget it. Right? Yo, man, fucking, oh. Yeah, yo, dude, look, I got divorced and I hacked my way through this briar patch of whore bitches, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I found some good pussy in there. I found some terrible pussy in there. At one point, for like a year after I got divorced, I had 2 bitches laying in my bed every fucking night. You know what I mean? I used to walk around, they used to call me Jihad Tom and shit, right? like Tom P's over here building a harem. Right. Not only am I over here, I got these 2 pieces of ass. I got more pussy coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting it. But like, man, listen, you know, fucking, you always remember that one sunshine pussy, you know, the eternal pussy of sunshine. Just take a moment of silence, a moment of silence, a moment of silence. All right, that's enough of that shit. Anyway, right. So, yo, yeah, man, legit. You know what I mean? Fucking that's that John. Like, you don't even want to bang it out the back shot. You want to slow stroke that shit from the front and enjoy it while it's there. You know what I mean? Because you never know when you're gonna find another one. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's like eating the perfect steak. Like, yo, you just take your time. You know what I mean? Just take your motherfucking time and enjoy that shit. Care how it feels to her. You know what I'm saying? You just take your time and enjoy it and fucking just bask in the motherfucking glory of what it is you have found. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it.
Oh, yeah.
You had that sack for them broads, though. Man, listen, home. Yo, bro, look, I wasn't even hustling. Legit. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even have to sell no motherfucking weed to motherfucking get no goddamn pussy and shit. You know, I was just getting it. It is what it is. Yo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but anyway,
So libertarian.
right, fucking, yes, kinda. libertarians.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, I wanted to get to this shit. Fucking yeah. So like fucking I was down here. Hold on, man. Let me send this motherfucking link over to AP real quick. Fucking see if this nigga wants to get on stream. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, yo, we can't not send him the fucking link. Like, fuck out of here with that bullshit. Right. So anyway, right, libertarianism. So like, man, listen, I had this mentality about like that whole Chaz thing, right? I was like, yo, look, man, they what we got to look at them is look at them like they motherfucking children. Oh shit, there's my nigga. Yo, Excel.
Hey, Excel, what's going on?
What's up? You guys still bitching about the Libertarian Party?
Well, we were talking about pussy. We got
moved on to pussy for a while. Like, yeah, it kind of got
we
distracted.
Damn it.
I got distracted.
But we're talking about libertarians again. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just got back to it, right? Because I had this mentality about that fucking chop shit. Because I was talking to Dip, my nigga in the one server, because he was over there fucking whatchamacallit. He was over there like voluntarily cooking for him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like spending his time on his time off, feeding them motherfucking weak ass, fucking frail boned ass niggas over there, right? And I was over here and like my mentality was maybe we should let them motherfucking fail, show them why they fail, tell them they're gonna fail, let them fail, and then motherfucking like, yo, once they fail, you know what I'm saying, they can learn their lesson, and maybe we can have a chance to have like a proper libertarian state with the state not bothering us and shit.
Yeah, and so I absolutely agree we should have just let them do it, but as soon as like a right-wing version of the chop pops up, it's gonna be Waco 2.0.
Well, that's the problem, right? Is like, yo, we need to be able to fucking stand here and have like a right-wing version, not even like a right-wing version, though, legit, because like
a normal just normal. I don't know.
Nah. It's like this because I have this mentality, right? Where like the reason why poor people stay poor isn't just because of the fact that like, they make terrible decisions, which they do. But like, it's also about the fact that like the bar for entry to be able to like start a business is so fucking high.
Yeah, true.
Right. Like we're like, you got to put in like handicap entrances. Yo, Toto say Balema, welcome, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Fucking like, you got to put in like handicap entrances and have fucking like transsexual fucking training and shit. And you got to have more fucking like sexual harassment fucking seminars. And you got to have EPA fucking guidelines. You got to have fucking like, dirt samples done or whatever the fuck it is for everything you fucking do. You got to have like all this shit. Psycho, Dingleberry, what up? Right. And like, I think that the bar for entry for these fucking people is entirely too goddamn high. And it makes it very, very difficult for like poor people just to be able to start a motherfucking business. Sons of Patriarchy, what up? And that's where I think the libertarian side of things would go, hey man, I think it might be better if we just sit here and, fucking allow people to have a chance to do shit without the government getting in the fucking way all the time.
But yeah, so it's not even just the poor people, man. It's rich people too. When was the last time you saw a new oil company pop up? There's tons of money to be made in oil.
No, here's the problem, right? Legit, here's the problem. So like, all right. So like, actually, like, there's constantly new oil companies popping up, like all the time, right? Sons of Patriarchy, what up, nigga? I don't know where I said that. Fucking, like right now, there's like something like 50,000 wells a year being dug, right? All throughout the nation, like fracking and, providing, new fucking oil into the oil and natural gas into the fucking system and shit. Because like, the fracking process is kind of like you go down, you drill, you explode, you do all the shit, and then you motherfucking suck it all up, and then you move forward and go to elsewhere, right? Because like it's not a long lasting well type of situation, right? But like, so in order to make your money back on the initial motherfucking like well joint, it costs a shit ton because there's so much fucking overhead. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, the overhead's there regardless, but it's also one of the most regulated industries in the nation. And guess who comes together and decides what the regulations are going to be? Well, it's the executives that are, at the head of all these companies. Because they can afford it. They've already paid the overhead. They can afford.
Well, like, here's the thing, like, yo, but the regulations on it's making it better, right? And here's the cool thing about it, right? Like, for instance, do you know anything about like the brackish water and the fucking Bakken fields and shit?
No, but you're really making me wish I didn't pick oil.
Yo,
Because it
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
it
man. I've been
it doesn't
studying.
have to be oil. It could be basically anything, right? Any major industry.
Mhm.
Steel, I know a lot of that's offshore, but it doesn't really matter because all these companies have been so entrenched with government that the government has came through and regulated competition out of existence.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Fucking like but yeah, like they have like new ways of doing shit where like they don't even need the fucking water trucks anymore to come in. Like they found a brackish oil level that's like, you know, I mean, 1,000 feet away from where the fuck they're actually fracking at, so it doesn't invade the fucking well space, and they're able to use this brackish water that's already there to be able, and it's like far below the groundwater to the point of where like nobody's using it at all, and they can use that to fucking like actually, you know what I mean, like use it for the fracking locations and recycle it instead of like sitting here fucking like bringing in shit tons of fucking well water and having ponds outside or fucking like pipes to go out and like pump out water and pump it back in and shit. Like it's some fucking crazy ass banana shit.
Yeah,
you know I mean?
I wasn't. Yeah, my whole point was not involving petroleum engineers. I know they do a great job, and they're in high demand. I should have actually went to school for that. I would be well. It kind of sucks because you go work on a rig, but you also don't have any expenses and make a 6-figure salary. So, with a 4-year degree.
So I have a question. If the Libertarian Party does not represent libertarians, then where do you go?
Nowhere.
Republican.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's first off, libertarians, just because they're so, I mean, most of them are ideologues, so they fight. There's so much infighting; it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
The Libertarian Party itself, I mean, it's had its chance to like. I mean, imagine in 2008 when Ron Paul swept the nation, and what did we get? Who was it? Bill Barr. Not Bill Barr.
Not Bill Barr.
No, it was Bill.
No, was it Bill Barr?
Yeah, but it's about
Bill Burr. I love Bill Burr. He's a wonderful comedian.
William Barr. It was William Barr. It was William Barr, I think, out of like Nevada or some shit.
Yeah, it's a different one though. It's not the Attorney General.
Yeah,
and like that guy was a huge drug warrior, right? Like it didn't make any fucking sense whatsoever why he would be the nominee. And then we get Gary Johnson 2 years in a row. It's just like, what the fuck is Aleppo? And his description,
that was a lot of fun.
His description of libertarianism is like, well, we're socially conservative, but we're socially liberal, but economically conservative. And I was like,
Gary Johnson is my cousin.
Yeah, I believe it, man.
I lost 60 friends to Gary Johnson.
Yo, man, I heard you lost 60 friends to fucking Hurricane Gary Johnson.
Hurricane Gary Johnson, heroin, 9/11. I lost. Most people don't even have 60 friends, and you would think with my terrible personality, I wouldn't be able to make more friends than the average person.
I heard you were a journalist now.
I am a journalist. I went to journalism. I got a degree from journalism from scratch, DJ Academy, founded by Funkmaster Flex.
Founded by Funk. Yeah, boy, we the best out here, right?
All right, yeah. Tell me more about what it's like to be a liberal Democrat, conservative Republican.
Well, basically, I just believe whatever the news says. I believe the opposite of it.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah. That makes perfect.
Unless something happens in New York, then I over sensationalize it and pretend I was a part of it, like a hurricane, or a pandemic or something.
Yeah, I heard you lost like fucking 4,000 friends to fucking COVID and shit.
It's such is the trials and tribulations of being a bitch ass nigga. It's just a piece of my life I got to learn to deal with. Oh, look at those bugs. Oh, sorry.
Look at those bugs.
I got over 600 types of beetles in my mom's front lawn.
Yeah, I know, man. Fucking, I saw you at the museum over there pointing out beetles to people and shit.
That wasn't me. Even though I know about those bugs, and the person with me was recording me and will testify that he was next to me. That wasn't me, because I don't wear a butt plug fairy tale to the Smithsonian Museum. I know you might be asking yourself, what kind of motherfucker would wear a butt plug fur tail to the Smithsonian Museum?
Yeah, like where? Yeah, name more appropriate places to wear one of those.
I don't know. That's why I wore it to the Smithsonian. I wanted him to go dig in the layers of my ass and tell me how long this butt plug had been there. Some heavy dope from these scientists.
Well, I heard your cousin was working security there. You know what I'm saying? He just lets you slide through, even though
I got a
it's
lot
set
of
off
friends
the-
in the union, Tom P. And they can get me anywhere I need to be. That's a genuine ancient Egyptian butt plug flight tail I got from the museum.
Is it like them fucking Jewish Ricola horns and shit?
It gives me the power. The
Gives you
power
the
to be
power.
a bitch made nigga. I mean, really, you listen to your friend Scooby. If you're not playing with your butthole, there's something wrong with you.
Oh man, I need to start playing with my butthole right now. You know what I'm saying?
Have you
Legit.
seen my wife? She looks like your avatar. I wanted to say I'm sorry. I wanted to call in and say I'm sorry for calling your friends and threatening your family, Tom P. I had to do it because my takeover of the YouTube Mafia would not be complete until I instilled enough fear into you. You understand? Like basting a
I was
turkey.
terrified. I was so fucking terrified of you, man. Like, you know, I know what I was gonna do.
I wanted you to roast in the juices of your own fear so you knew what real journalism was like. This is journalism, Tom P.
Journalism 101.
You wasn't ready for journalism, were you?
I wasn't. I was not ready for journalism.
These niggas ain't about that's life.
So I heard you might be hooking up with Alex Jones and shit.
Nah, Alex Jones won't return my calls. I'm more likely to be a good friend of Warren Buffett because I'm a professor. I'm a progressive conservative liberal.
A progressive conservative liberal.
I can't get Alex Jones to take my calls, but I called him about you and your YouTube Mafia. I see you over there, Excel. You're part of it too. See, you brought your lesbian protector. That's fine. Bring we just talking here. I know you hear little patches.
Look,
playing on the
I
floor
don't want to piss off the Afro-Cuban, Italian, Jewish community again. So
You're damn right you don't want to piss off the furry community. I mean the Afro-Cuban Canadian community again. We're all journalists out here, motherfucker. We'll find you.
We're all journalists now.
I'll send you a picture of your fucking house.
oh no.
You wouldn't be surprised how many people are afraid of where they live. It surprised me too. When I started sending people pictures of their house, I'm like, oh, you live here. And they was like, oh, you're threatening me. I said, no, I was just telling you where you live.
He's like, I thought you were lost.
Apparently, with how scared you are of it, you ain't been there in a while. I'm helping you find your way home. I sent Tom P a picture of his house. He was like, yo, nigga, I find this place drunk. He passed my test. He's a journalist. The only one who passed. He's a real journalist.
Real journalist.
I can't wait to go down to Texas so I can poison Six's cat and go do some journalism with him and Adonis Pole. I'm going to go to their houses with camera, and I'm going to ask them some very tough questions because that's what tough guys do. I don't know if you knew, but that's what real New York tough guys do. We journalists. We come to your house and ask you some questions like a fucking Jehovah's Witness.
But you never threaten. No,
steps.
No, they don't do threats. They don't do threats. I know this.
Oh no, we do threats all the time.
What are you afraid of on the flight of steps?
You ain't been to the Kingdom Hall in a while. I got those motherfuckers in line. You need to check back in on those Jehovah's Witnesses. But you've been disfellowshipped, haven't you? Because I got some friends in the Jehovah's Witnesses.
I don't know shit about no Jehovah's fucking Witnesses, goddamn.
You've been disfellowshipped, Tom P. You should never raise your voice at me. I got friends.
Shut the fuck up. God damn it, Scooby. I swear to God, I'll slap the bitch out of you, Scoob. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it.
Nobody can slap the bitch out of me.
Yo, there'll be nothing left.
Yeah. It's ingrained into your soul.
All that would be left is a butt plug fur tail and some fat chick sweat. Have you seen my wife?
No.
I
don't want to look at your fucking wife.
Oh, I should change my avatar to be my beautiful wife. Hold on.
Does your wife like CBD oil?
Nah, my wife's too fat for CBD oil. She's on the new oil.
What up, nigga?
She's on the regular oils just to get through the door. Patches, get down.
Put her down with Crisco.
Sorry, I got a dog.
Oh man, I see you. Yeah, I know you fattening that motherfucker up so we can sell him to the Chinese folks.
Why are you threatening my dog now? I should call the FBI on your ass.
We don't do threats.
Oh, you do threats, Excel. You do threats. I seen you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The YouTube Mafia told me if I didn't keep my mouth shut, that bad things was going to happen to my mother. And bad things was going to happen to Tara Sin. And I said, nah, y'all are lying. Then you sent Pat to go down there and fuck that bitch. You cucked my friend Burnside. You think it's a coincidence? You think it's a coincidence now that all this is over? Pat has disavowed me? Just because I called and threatened his 16-year-old? That's how I make friends.
I heard Dark Ninja disavowed you.
Dark Ninja. He was my student. It hurt so bad. I cried when Dark Ninja left.
Yo, I told you that kid was alright, man. Like, yo, fucking, he was like, man, fuck Dark Ninja. I was like, yo, he just gotta learn. He gotta learn. Let him learn.
Dark Ninja was too uncontrollable. You can't control a guy like Dark Ninja. Like I can control Burnside.
I feel like you can control Dark Ninja, but like, you know, you just can't, you know what I mean, be fucking a journalist trying to control Dark Ninja and shit.
The first time I gave him one fucking warning. I said, Dark Ninja, don't you ever say no bad stuff about me, no matter what the fuck I ever do or you find out I do. Don't you ever say no bad shit about me. So he has somebody else on the stream who said some bad shit about me. So I sent him a picture of his house live on the stream. And apparently he didn't know where he lived either because he started freaking out. I said, what's the problem? I just was trying to tell you how to get home. Really, the problem is y'all are soft. It's not me. Y'all are soft. Y'all feel threatened. I'm not responsible for how you perceive my words, Excel. I lost 60 friends to heroin. This is just how we talk on Long Island. You'd be like, what kind of day you having, Scooby? I'll be over here like, I'm gonna kill your fucking kids. I mean, that's just how we talk to one another.
That's just how you do things on Long Island. When you go to Long Island, you walk in there like, fuck you, and we're gonna fucking stab your wife in the fucking pussy.
I don't think you've ever seen the mean streets of Lindenhurst. You would kick my wife in her stinky pussy. She might beat you up. As you well know, I grew up around MMA fighters, so I'm a cripple now. I have to hobble around on a cane with a butt plug fairy tale. I knew the MMA champion.
Yo, I do want to question you about that though, man. Like legit. What happened to your face, man? It looked like your head done melted. Like the fuck happened to your fucking face and shit?
Thank you for noticing. That was actually, I made my face look like that because I was going out for the part of Jason versus Freddy. You remember the part where there's little kid Jason, he's laying on the dock and they're making fun of him. They need a guy who looked like that. So what I did is I genetically modified myself with Sloth from the Goonies. And what you're seeing is the result of that, the unfortunate result. But I'll have you know that I'm so beautiful that no less than 12 people on the internet that you may know as YouTube personalities have masturbated to me. This includes Trippy Poop, Sir Adamantine, and other people. I don't know.
What about Cass Warfox?
Cass Warfox definitely jerks off to me. Cass Warfox is a furry. Did you know that? Did he ever tell anybody? I'm exposing him right now. He's a furry. That's journalism. Journalism.
He's the one good furry on the
Cass
internet.
Warfox made the mistake of not believing that Burnside was a Hell's Angel, so he's gonna be killed for that.
I bet.
It just takes a really long time for me to put things into motion. You know,
I know. It's just like the Mueller investigation, right? I mean, Agent Inzerillo is not going to get around to indicting anybody until sometime next year.
Yeah, Agent Inzerillo's busy. He's busy looking into the Trump-Russia scandals. He's got important things to do, but you're on the list. You ain't near the top. You're not important enough to be near the top, but you're on the list. Once your name's in that fucking book,
I'm on the top of the goddamn list of shit.
You're the captain of the you're at least a capo in this YouTube mafia.
I'm a capo. I got demoted. How the fuck did I get demoted? I was a goddamn boss and shit.
Journalism. That's how. I lost 60 friends to being the ruler of the YouTube mafia.
Yeah. Journalism. Yo, I lost my spot because of journalism. I was the head of the YouTube. I was the YouTube motherfucking god and shit, man. I was pushing people.
Your
off
luck
the
can
fucking
change just
platform.
that fast in this town, Tom P. Journalism happens. You got to get out of the way of progress.
Yeah.
Now Tom P's broken. I was broken a little bit ago. I had to mute my mic.
Yo, how the fuck is it that I went from being the top of the fucking YouTube mafia, right, to being I was the head of the YouTube mafia. I here destroying channels. I was god of YouTube. I had to make motherfuckers ask me permission to do streams and shit.
Yeah, you were the
Like, yo,
gatekeeper.
I was the king of the YouTube. I was king of YouTube and shit. And now I'm like a capo or something.
You
The
were
fuck is this
downsized.
bullshit?
You were downsized due to the coronavirus outbreak. I'm sorry. We all have to make sacrifices.
Who's the head of the fucking new YouTube mafia?
Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph
Yo.
is the head of the YouTube mafia.
How is
Congratulations.
Ethan
That makes-
Ralph- how is
That makes
Ethan
sense. That's
Ralph-
why he brought Worski on.
I'm just
He
about to get to that.
needed some muscle.
That's right. And now they so strong I can't even fuck with them.
Well, I heard you was looking into I heard you were looking into Geek Thulu and shit.
Yeah, I know all about Geek Thulu. I know about you, Jeremy, in North Carolina. I know about you. I'm gonna burn you in North Carolina just like I promised.
When did I become John Bolton? How am I fucking? I'm not John Bolton.
Geek
goddammit.
Thulu, Geek Thulu was gonna help me write my RPG book series. You didn't know I was interested in getting into writing an RPG book series because that's what real tough guy mafia dudes do, along with journalism, is we write Dungeons and Dragons books. So I was talking to him about Dungeons and Dragons, and all of a sudden, with absolutely no provocation, he called me an asshole.
You sure? I heard he called you an asshole because you threatened to burn his fucking house down.
It wasn't a threat. I was just telling him what could happen if he crossed me. That's not a threat. That's a warning. That's a warning.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, fucking.
I've been doing
so,
this.
what
Bit,
the-
I've been doing this bit for years, dude. I can do it with a straight face for hours, man. I do this shit for people in real life who don't even know who Scooby is, dude. I'll just start talking like that, like they'll say something full of shit, and I'll be like, "Oh, look at those bugs." And
You wanna
nobody knows.
know what the want to know what the real bitch is? I go to motherfuckers and they have no idea who Alex Jones even is, right? Like I'm standing there trying to have a conversation. How do you not know who Alex Jones is?
Man, my internet, man. People without internet don't know internet shit.
Right, and the secret to doing a Scooby voice is just pretend you're in a Scorsese movie, except for replace anything cool with stupid shit about the internet.
The key to doing a good Scooby is remembering all of his lies, like the I want to write RPG books.
That's true.
I lost 60 friends to anything. Whenever anyone talks about tragedy, or whenever someone says anything about another person, you got to be like, I got a cousin that knows that guy.
I mean, you could basically do an internet biography on Scooby. Wait, you did?
Yeah, I've done 5 of them, dude. Scooby is the most interesting person I have met on the internet by far, man. I love that motherfucker. Scooby's like, AP's obsessed with me. I'm like, guilty as charged. Mwah. I want to come visit you in New York and just hang out with you for a couple days and just watch how you don't threaten people on the fucking streets like you do on the internet. Just elbow you at a bar and be like, tell him you're gonna kill his kids, Scoop. Come on, dude. You saw how he looked at you, dude. Tell him you're gonna kill his kids. Hey, my buddy Scooby over here gonna kill your. He said he gonna kill your fucking kids, man. Just watch him get his ass whooped. Some shitty bar in Brooklyn in some neighborhood that he's never been in because he's from Lindenhurst, Long Island. He's from a fucking suburb with $1 million homes in it and shit. And he's like, let me tell you about these mean streets of Lindenhurst. Shut up, Scooby. Fucking faggot.
I don't think there's a lolcow in existence that's got more mileage out of the others than Scooby 331.
They're out there, but they're famous. Like to get enough that kind of traction for a lolcow, like you have to be a Chris Chan, some shit like that. But Scooby, we've kept him all to ourselves, just like a preserve in a cabinet that we like to open up like once a year and be like, stick our finger in it and be like, still good. And then put the lid back on it for another year and watch it bubble.
Just watch it ferment.
Yeah.
Scooby's that shit that, like, you find when your grandma dies and you start cleaning out her house, man. Like, there's some shit in the back of the freezer that just unrecognizable. It's been back there since the 50s. Like, that's Scooby. We know it's back there. We ain't opening it. Like,
yeah, like yo, we'll fucking touch it if there ain't nothing else inside of the goddamn fridge for a minute. You know,
I was hoping for more out of Scooby and Dart Ninja, man. Scooby's got to do some shit to end my saga. Like, I wanted it to end with 5, but then, like, immediately after 5, he starts threatening Ear Juice and starts threatening 6 again and starts calling Pat's kid and sending Dart Ninja pictures of his house. I'm like, fuck! Scooby, put some in-game this shit, man. Go out in real life and go beat someone up, dude. Do something. Dude, I offer myself, dude. I won't even punch you back. I will let you just to get you out of your fucking house and let me end these videos. I will let you beat me up. I'll have Tennessee Marine because my instincts alone could defeat you, Scooby. I will have to have someone like Tennessee Marine fly down and actually hold my hands behind my back and kneel on my feet at the same time so I cannot move. And then somebody's gonna have to strap my head because I will try to headbutt you, chunk. But yeah, man, I offer myself to get my ass. I can take an ass whooping, Scooby. It's especially one from you. Like, so yeah, man. Anytime, man, you want to just get out the house and help me in this video series, I will let you beat me up. I'll do it in public. I'll sign paperwork that I won't go to the police or nothing. But for the love of God, just in-game this shit and actually go kill someone's kids or something, man. Like, go to jail, do some crazy shit. You can't live in your mom's house, fucking sitting there, not fucking your wife because your dick won't get hard, making up excuses about being disabled forever, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he'll be back. He operates in like 6 to 8 month cycles.
Yeah,
so we're almost there.
Well, I don't know if we've entered one or ended one with Dart Ninja because we're in the right time of the month. We're in the point of the month he runs out of his meds and he starts losing his shit. I'm telling you, from the 15th to the 25th, the wrong month, when he gets just a little bit too high on his happy pills in the beginning when he gets them. Yeah, he gets all fucked up and just starts threatening people in the middle of the night.
You know, it would be a great ending to this. Legit.
Suicide.
Fucking like somebody went and knocked on his door, walked away, and like flipped him off, like fucking that Four Brothers scene and shit, right? You know what I mean? And then like fucking like Scoob comes running outside and get hit by a fucking car, right? And he's laying there in traction on his fucking phone trying to fucking text threats to somebody.
I know it was you, AP.
It was me. I did all that shit. I mean, you've been trashing because of me, nigga. I'm just all like Sonny. I'm just like, look at me. I did this to you, Scooby. I did this to you.
Yeah, on that note, if anybody in the chat has Scooby blocked, unblock him.
Yeah, unblock that nigga, man.
Yeah,
I'll tell him he can come beat me up. I won't even fight him back. That's not even some internet tough guy shit. Like, I'll beat your ass. Nothing like that, dude. I'll let you beat me with your cane, dude. Just to get you out of the house. You can follow me around all day. We'll have a day together. We'll go to the park. You walking behind me, smacking me with a cane while I'm like, look at those ducks. It'll be fun, man. Like, come on, Scooby. I don't know. I felt some kind of way about what you're saying about weed, Tom P, earlier.
I don't care. I'm fucking sick of weed heads. Like, legit. I'm fucking goddamn tired. Of lazy, worthless, good for nothing motherfuckers. All they want to do is get high and quote out dumb fucking numbers that aren't fucking real and preach about anti-bullying and how everybody should be fucking cooler towards each other and how weed can solve the world's problems and shit. Like, eat a dick, grow up, and get a real fucking drug habit. You fucking worthless ass motherfucker. Fucking tired of shit.
Shut up, nigga.
Let me introduce you to meth.
Let me introduce the internet to how motherfuckers on the street talk. He goes on some rant like that. I hit the pipe. Shut up, nigga. Shut up and hit this. Shut up. How you talking reckless while we getting high, man? Like, you gonna change your life tomorrow. You make me feel bad about myself. Shut up.
I had to beat up my best friend this weekend and shit, right?
No, you didn't. That was some shit you had to do.
I had to.
He come at you with a gun. Like, why did you?
This motherfucker was like fucking with me while I was trying to drive down the road and shit because he was too goddamn drunk and high. We back here in the hairpins and shit, driving back through like the middle of fucking nowhere by 3 Mile Island and shit, right back by the nuclear reactor and whatnot, right? And this motherfucker keep motherfucking touching me and shit, and motherfucking grabbing a hold of my head, going, nigga, right? And I fucking grabbed him and slammed him up against his door and start body beating him and shit. I'm throwing like the right hand jab into his fucking ribs over and over again. trying to get this motherfucker to stop. He gets out the goddamn car and he drops his bottle and breaks it, right? Because like, yo, he's fucking a drunk piece of shit, right? And I fucking grab a hold, like, why you gotta be so fucking drunk all the time, you piece of shit, right? We was at his fucking mom's house in the front yards, and I'm just fucking standing looking at him like, you dumb motherfucker, like, yo, Jesus fucking Christ. My girl's in the back of the fucking car. Could have killed all three of us on some dumb shit just because you want to go visit the spot where your brother got killed last year. I don't give a fuck. Know what I'm saying? That nigga smoked his fucking kneecaps off. He was already halfway fucking retarded to begin with. Like, yo, for fuck's sake. Now go in his mom's house, and his mom's like, yo, man, why the fuck is it that my kids is fucked up and you're not? I was like, because I got a fucking job. That's why. Like, yo, because I don't get fucking drunk at 11 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like, yo, your kids need to fucking clean their goddamn fucking acts up and put their fucking head on right. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds legit. I mean, Tom P, where you're from, that's just politely asking somebody to knock it off.
Yeah. Well, that's like the fucking 75,000 fucking time and shit. I fucking politely asked him to knock it the fuck off. I've known this nigga since we was 5.
All right. Hold up. You have to repeat all that because this fool tried to come and tell me like a water system came knocking at my door, making my dog go crazy. I just sent him packing, so I didn't hear none of that shit. So why'd you beat up your friend, Tom P?
Yo, what nigga? Yo, God damn it! Yo, fuck it! I already went on a whole big ass rant about how this motherfucker.
Yo, man,
was,
just chop it up for me real quick, man. Why you had to beat him up?
He was trying to put hands on me when we was driving back through like fucking nearby like 3 Mile Island and shit, right? With my fucking girl in the back of the goddamn car, all drunk as fuck, like I love you, man. Right, and I had to fucking throw him a fucking beating, the fucking.
Oh, he was gay drunk. Oh, you can't, man. Yeah, you might. I don't know if you had to throw him a beating, but you definitely have to put hands on him a little bit. Got to touch him.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, and let me get to his mom's house, and his mom's like, well, my kids is fucked up, and you're not, Tom Pease. I'm like, yo, because I don't get drunk till like 11 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I mean, I want to go visit the grave of my fucking dead brother who fucking who done smoked himself fucking retarded at the age of fucking 25 and shit. Like, yo, this nigga done smoked his fucking kneecaps off. Like, come on, man. We had to go rescue this motherfucker out of a public fucking bathroom because he locked himself in there, was drawing giant titties and fucking veiny penises all over the wall.
Smoking what? What was he smoking to do that?
He's smoking that fucking that goddamn fucking what is that? That fucking potpourri shit.
Oh, that fake weed shit. Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up, man. I got into that shit when I was on probation, and man, like, yo, getting off that shit was like kicking heroin, dude. I mean, I was like, I've never touched this shit again, man.
Man, I tried it a couple times and I always got a super bad headache, and I think that was like moderate brain swelling.
That shit would make me paranoid. Like, it would make me scared to like be alive and shit, man. Like, I didn't like that
legit.
shit.
Yo, you want to hear some shit, man? I found an ounce of that one time on the ground outside of the gas station and shit, right? Like I was like fucking filling up my car, you know, you just stand there looking around. There was like a fucking whole ounce of that shit in the deck.
Tom P said, "What up?"
Put it in my pocket. Yeah, I was like, "What up?" Picked it up, put it in my pocket. Yeah, I took it home to my dad because I know my dad likes, you know what I'm saying, like get retarded and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that motherfucker a fiend. He took it to the bar and put like 2 niggas in the hospital with that shit. Thought it was regular weed. They didn't even know. I didn't either until he told me it wasn't regular weed.
I can't fuck with that shit, man. Like, I fucked with that shit for like maybe like a month, and it I was on probation. I wasn't even on probation. I was on pretrial. You know what I mean? Where they treat you like you on probation, but you ain't been found guilty as shit. You know what I'm talking about?
You on that pretrial service.
I'm on bond.
Shit,
really is what I'm on right now.
I was on that shit for 2 years, bro. Like,
the more you reset your case, the longer you're gonna have to go talk to that same PO every 30 days, just like on probation. But you ain't even been fucking found guilty.
You gotta go talk to him, nigga. I didn't even fucking talk to that motherfucker.
They made me come in every month and take a piss, man. So I was smoking that face.
Yo, legit, motherfucker. I wasn't even, here's the real thing. Like, I didn't even talk to this motherfucker but once the day I got on it. And then after that, for the next 2 years, I ain't fucking say shit to him. Not a goddamn fucking thing.
Man, and you know what? A motherfucker like Tom P out here whooping his best friend, gonna get Doris Day as a fucking PO. I'm out here, a good white boy, fucking just smoking a little weed, dude. They're gonna give me a ball busting prick who makes me come in. Man, one time this bitch right here, the judge had dropped the charges, had reset all my shit, but I pissed dirty. Like the first time they asked me, which is not even 30 days from when you get arrested for marijuana, you know you're gonna piss dirty. But the judge was like, all right, man, obviously this could have been from before you were arrested for having weed on you and shit. So we'll let this go. but they didn't get to my PO fast. They're like, no, go talk to your PO. So I went over to the PO's office, man. This bitch had the cops there waiting for my ass. And they had to call the court. And the court had to tell them to tell those cops to fuck off, man. They don't fuck around here, man.
Yo, Texas is a whole different animal when it comes to the justice system. Like, legit. Like, out here, man, they just, bro, like, the courts is too overpacked. Like, when you go in, right? Fucking, like, when you go in and you go to court, like, legit. Now, I explained this to, like, one of my videos. Like, you go in and, like, the whole thing is filled, man, like a jury box. It's just full of dudes from the county. And then, like, you go out in the hallway, all that's filled. And you got motherfuckers, like, waiting downstairs by the
people don't even know.
Yeah,
People, it's the same way here. It's the same way here. They bring in the motherfuckers from county first who are going right back in because you walk in that jumpsuit, you know goddamn well as I do, Tom P. You walking out in that jumpsuit.
You ain't getting out.
Like now, then they deal with people like us and they let the lawyers sit around and talk. Lawyers come in, call people. They get dismissed what they can get dismissed. Otherwise, they just reset it. Then if you want to actually talk to a judge, you're going to be sitting there 7 or 8 hours before they be like resetting your ass. Or God forbid they got too many. They don't even get to you. 4 p.m. rolls around. They're just like, we're just going to put all this docket that's left on tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. Miss work tomorrow. Explain to your boss that the court just wasn't fast enough. They ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, man. Like,
then you lose your job. They blame you for that too. And don't even get me started on the fucking family courts where you are guilty until presumed innocent if you happen to have a swinging dick between your legs.
Yo, I got bench warrants out right now from the fucking child support courts, man. I don't give a fuck. Look, me and my mans is both on the same level. We told them niggas, we the gingerbread men. Catch us when you can, motherfuckers. It is what it is.
I was just ready to go to jail when they got me. They settled on me for $5,000 for some shit I had already fucking paid, and I just didn't keep receipts. I was a young dumb motherfucker, giving a bitch fucking cash like my parents used to do it. You know what I mean? But there's a whole new world that transpired between then. You can't keep it. So when she finally does decide to get mad at me for some unrelated shit, like calling her a bitch, well, I'm gonna go to the courts. I'm gonna fucking enforce. Nah, you know what it was? She did some shit, and I was like, bitch, you ain't getting paid while you're doing this shit, while you're fucking around playing games like this. Well, I'm gonna get in the court.
Yo, you know what I did,
go file. And they were like, where the fuck was this nigga's money for the last fucking 6 years? And I'm over here like, I've been paying her. And they're like, prove it. And I'm like, damn.
Yo, here's what I do, man. Yo, I pay through PayPal.
I pay through the state now. I go, everything goes through the state now.
No. Like my baby's mom's, my youngest kid's baby's mom's, I pay through PayPal, right? So like, yo, you always got receipts. You ain't got to worry about that bullshit that I'm talking about. You ain't been paying. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, man. I'll be right back. This little bitch right here need to go back in her place in the house instead of fucking with me.
All right. Anyway.
Come on, Jen.
Right. Yo, so Excel.
Yeah.
All right, man, listen. Legit, like, motherfucker. So you really think if they started like a libertarian area where they just basically kicked the government the fuck out and said, hey, look, and I mean, we're going to run this the way we want to run this. You know what I'm saying? We don't need your motherfuckers interfering.
Yeah.
Waco.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have a media quarterback to. That's the biggest part. So like, nobody's going to politically, I mean, maybe if you were in like a super right-wing state, they'd have some leniency, but even then, like, they're for law and order. So, yeah, it's just not going to happen.
Like, I feel like the only reason they got away with it in the Chaz is because you had CNN over and over being like, these fucking shootings have been mostly peaceful. Like, I don't know. I guess, if you shoot a gun and you fire 12 bullets and only 4 of them hit people, then most of the bullets were peaceful. Yo, that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to have that. You're going to be like right-wing extremists. They're going to say some of the people in there are white supremacists or known white supremacists. And nobody's going to have their back, and they're going to send in the tanks, and they're going to tear down your little libertarian utopia that you tried to, start in New Hampshire or some shit. It's just, it would never work. You would never get anywhere near as far as they got with the chop.
Yo, I feel like you could make it happen, legit. And like, I feel like it needs to happen. Like that, and that's like 98% of the goddamn problem with like the black community is the fact that like, yo, it's just, they're living by middle-class white people's rules, right? And they don't have middle-class white people fucking, assets to be able to do so.
Well, and that's why I say, like, most of the libertarians that are going to do this are middle-class white people. So if the government comes in and fucking starts shooting them, nobody's going to fucking cry about it. Shit, they probably won't
Right.
even cover it on the news. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, some white supremacists tried to do some shit in downtown, wherever the fuck." And
Until we knock down the invisible demon known as white supremacy, this myth that nobody fucking sees, but everybody apparently is terrified of and has ruined everybody's life, man. These people that if Antifa was really the organization we are to believe they are, then we should have known them to go kick in a fucking Klan rally. Maybe show up at a skinhead meetup, something like that. Kick the shit out of them. Go after some bikers or something, right? Some people who will actually stand up and be like, yes, white people are better than other people. Fuck you, Heil Hitler. But they don't ever go there. You ain't never heard of them going there. They don't go after fascists. They go after like LARPing super patriots. And I don't really like them either, to be honest. I think that's just cringy. You're gonna go out there and dress yourself as a fucking Spartan or some shit. Fucking go in the street. And the problem is, you know what the real problem is, my friends? We have taken violence out of the equation. You have the people with the power ain't using the violence.
Well, like here's the real problem, right? Legit, is that like everybody's going after like the underbosses, right? Like when you watch Robin Hood, like you didn't really care about like fucking the average, tax collector or whatever the case might have been, like the average, soldier. Like fuck that dude. Who cared about him? You were supposed to take out the guy on top, and that's the motherfuckers you need to deal with. Is the guys at your fucking city hall. You need to deal with the guys at your fucking state legislatures. You need to deal with your fucking federal legislators. You need to deal with the people who are passing these bullshit.
I don't mean this
laws.
in a racist way. I mean this in a street way. Niggas don't know what a legislator is, man. That's the problem. Once it gets beyond the police, it gets too complicated for people.
Yeah,
like the police really ain't the problem. The lawmakers are the problem.
Yeah.
The legislators are the fucking problem. The police are just doing what they're fucking told, man, which is shitty sometimes. But you know what, man? The boss is just going to get more police to come out there and beat you tomorrow.
Well,
it gets too complicated. Going to City Hall, taking part in the process is too complicated for niggas.
Well, every one of these motherfucking goddamn fucking police shooting people had a fucking child support case.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, don't get me started. You already know my feelings on this shit.
Legit. This is the biggest problem in the black community is fucking child support.
Yeah. The child support and welfare. The family court has made more black men poor and put more black men in jail than the police seeing them smoking weed on the street and kneel on their neck ever fucking will. Black women have put more black men in danger than the cops ever fucking will.
Yeah. And if George Floyd had lived, he'd have been a piece of shit like fucking a week later. You know what I'm saying? When fucking his fucking child support bill, became a goddamn warrant. Or unless it already was.
I mean, this nigga's paying with a fake 20. I mean, he's getting either a good deal on child support or he's got to deal with the court to pay it $20 a week down or something, man. Who goes to pay $20 unless you that's the situation is you're paying $20. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you might not pay.
That extra 20 was probably money he had that he fucking made that he could stand there and spend that he didn't have to give the child support.
Yo, you're preaching the choir with me, man. I think if a woman here's the bottom line with me. A woman has the singular right to choose. If she wants to get an abortion, does she have to get you as the father to sign off on it? No. That is her single choice. And you have that legal single choice. Well, if you're going to make that choice by yourself, your body, your choice, you need to take financial responsibility for your choice. Now, I do want to be a father to my kid and all that. I'll be around. And if the kid needs some shit, man, hit me up. But this state mandated put a motherfucker in jail for being poor child support shit has got to go. And if the courts weren't profiting off it in the fucking millions, billions, then we can get it out of there. But until it's not an industry, now you got to bring down an industry, my nigga.
Here's the real bitch. Here's the real bitch, right? They robbed Social Security to the tune of $12 billion to fucking fund every child support court in the United States. It's called Title 4D spending. It comes directly out of Social Security and pays for every child support court in the United States.
Gotta go. Got to fucking go. You cannot. We have a, and this is how shitty it is. They know they can't put you in debtor's prison, so they put you in for contempt of court. So it's not that they're putting you in court for in there for not paying. It's because they ordered you to pay. But God forbid you do some minor illegal shit to get paid, so you can pay these motherfuckers extorting you. Oh, God forbid you fucking get caught fucking selling some weed. That's the problem out there, man.
Yeah,
Well,
I
like,
mean,
yo,
so
I
it's
have-
what creates a cycle. Because the amount of money they ask these fucking, well, first off, I mean, it's like usually like they start out like you get a pregnant 18 in the hood. So you go get a job making maybe $10 an hour, and then you're mandated to pay basically your entire paycheck to the court.
Yeah, you can't live by yourself. You can't move out your fucking parents' house like that. You can't be a fucking man like that. Eventually, you're going to
can't
claim
even
your
move up.
manhood. Every man will grab his balls and claim his manhood at one point, one way or another. And if you got to sell fucking crack to do that shit, he's going to sell crack to do that shit.
Well,
He's got to rob a
eventually,
motherfucker to do it. He'll rob a motherfucker.
Here's the real bitch. Like, here's the real bitch. They can't stay at their mom's house because their mom lives in Section 8, and it's illegal for a man over the age of 18 to stay in
you got to
fucking
get
Section
the
8.
fuck out. Now you're on the street.
Now
Now
you on the
it's sink or
fucking street.
swim,
You ain't
yeah.
got nowhere to go, right? And here's the real shit, right? Here's the real shit. Like, yo, they have done studies. There are studies from like Connecticut and fucking Harvard and all these fucking places, right? That literally say that if you come out of jail with a child support debt, you have 4 times as you'll go back to jail 4 more times on average. It's that
I
fucking
believe
simple.
it. You're being
Because
extorted. You have somebody with a
it's not
gun to your
just
head.
that. Like, yo, you come out with a fucking record. What job are you going to get that you're going to be able to pay the back support and to the tune of $50,000, $60,000, $70,000? Some motherfuckers, because it don't stop when you're in court.
Yeah, with a record. With a record. And when you go in to try to get a job, these motherfuckers have to pay it for you and go through all that other inconvenience and shit. It's easier just to hire a motherfucker that ain't got that record if they trust you. And God forbid you got caught doing something you was doing to pay that child support debt. Because then it's not just a matter of you went to jail for back support. Now it's a matter of you went to jail for dealing, for intent to distribute. Now nobody's gonna fucking hire you. How you gonna meet your financial obligations then? Not everybody can YouTube to make extra money. You know what I mean? Like, man, it's all fucked up. It is all fucked up out there. I'm not saying that's a reason to burn down a Target, but I am saying that's a fucking reason to start rethinking how this justice system works. And it ain't on the cop level. It's not going to be on the bottom level. That's grains of sand. These judges that have retirement funds you can donate to. You know, in the county I live in right now, you get a good enough lawyer, he'll tell you $25,000, I'll make this go away. Donates it to a judge's retirement fund. This is public shit everyone knows about.
I've done it.
Oh, I know you have. I'm talking to the people. I'm not preaching to the choir with you. This dog, I tried to give her a second chance, but she gonna go. She had to go in her kennel, do something, not in her kennel, but I got a room now blocked off with a baby gate. You know, I borrowed it from Tom Pete from one of his 10 babies.
Right? Like, yo,
7 to
like,
13
dude, fucking,
depending on what bitch
this
you
is well-known knowledge, dude. Like, yo, fucking judges take payoffs all the fucking time. All the time. Yo, a judge took a payoff to put me in jail when I was a fucking kid. Yo, judges are crooked as fuck. They don't give a fuck. Legit. They don't fucking care. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, the answer is libertarianism. Like, real shit. The answer is less government.
Yeah,
The
less
answer to all
walls.
the problems. Yeah. Yo, 10,550,000 arrests last year.
Yeah, I mean, so one of the sayings goes, right? So when the government prosecutes somebody, one way to tell if a justice system's working for the people or working for themselves, just look at their conviction rate, right? When it's 95%, right? There's something wrong.
Yeah. I mean, because like, yo, fucking the real bitch is that like it's how do I put this, man? Yo, DAs and judges get elected by how many people they convict, not by how many people they let go.
Which is what makes the plea deal system, which is where you scare a bunch of people into it and it makes it cheap. They can churn through cases like crazy by just making sure that everybody takes the plea deal.
Well, yeah. I mean, because like, yo, fucking most motherfuckers aren't willing to go to trial because they're scared. You know what I mean? And they ain't got the money to fight a fucking jury trial.
Yeah, like I just wonder, what if you outlawed plea deals, right? The district attorney has no say whatsoever in what the sentencing is going to be, so you don't get anything for a plea deal, and then you force it back on the judicial system to come to a decision whether, like, what the punishment's going to be.
All a plea deal is something the judicial system invented so they can get through their workday faster.
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
It's
But like,
the opposite of justice.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should get rid of
Adonis. Yo, I said this while you were gone. 10,550,000 550,000 people were arrested last year.
In a free country.
10,550,000 people were arrested last year. Yeah, yo, that's industrial numbers. When you think about it, legitimately, the police are nothing more than chicken catchers. Like, if you've never seen like a video of a chicken catch, I have one on fucking my George Floyd video where if you ever watch Food Inc., where you see like the Mexicans over there kicking chickens and throw them into fucking cages and shit.
Yeah.
Right. Yo, that's what the goddamn motherfucking police are. If you have to get to fucking arrest 10 million people a fucking year, legit, how much are you going to care about the fucking your job and the people you're arresting?
Not much. I'm gonna try to get them through there as quickly as fucking possible. Yeah. Why do you think I got 3 out of 4 charges that are on my record fucking dismissed? Because I know those motherfuckers want to get through their day, and I'm willing to play ball to get them through their day. You dismiss this case, you never have to see me in your fucking courtroom again, motherfucker. All they're looking for is a reason. They don't care about justice. All you gotta do is give them a loophole, give them a reason. Make a bitch try to produce some evidence. It's called Brady evidence. She says you texted her and said some fucked up shit you know you didn't say. Stand up and be like, Brady evidence. I believe this evidence would exonerate me. She has to produce it. Fuck it. She can't produce it because it don't exist. Because you know that bitch is lying. Case dismissed.
Well, I went up legit. I got super lucky on my last one because I went up in front of the judge and I stumbled over my words and my little shirt and tie and shit. And the judge looked at me. She goes, "Oh, ain't you cute?" And the fucking DA got the stomach bug virus look on her face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Next time I went in, there was all fucking charges are dismissed, nigga. Like, yo.
I remember the one time I hired a Jew, he pulled that Brady evidence shit. That was my Jewish lawyer. My Polish lawyer was pretty good too, though, man. He made a case like some cops fucking were like dropping dope on me, and he was gonna make a federal case out of that shit. And they over some fucking minor marijuana shit. They were like, "Hey, well, we recycle our fucking video evidence. We're sorry, man. You've reset this case for like 6 fucking months. What are we supposed to do? We didn't know you wanted to go to fucking jury trial. We thought you were gonna plea out on some fucking bullshit misdemeanor marijuana shit." This nigga's like, "Well, then you can't prove you didn't drop it there, did you?" And he was like, "Damn, we gotta drop the case." So I'll just give him a reason. Just give him a reason to drop that case, dude. But in family court, no, they think they saving the world. They think they out there saving children.
That's shit, what's Tempo's in the motherfucking gentleman. What up, man? Welcome, my brother. Welcome. Been a minute since I fucking seen you out here. Yeah, fucking dude. Like legit, the fucking court, the court system's so fucked. It really is, it's so goddamn fucked. And everybody's out here taking these fucking plea deals, like, bro, just take trial. It's all you got to do is take trial every fucking time. Stop taking these dumb fucking plea deals because you think you're going to get fucking bagged. Most of the times they have no fucking evidence of shit.
And you know what they say to get you to do a plea deal, which is dirty shit. Well, hey, man, if you take it to trial, they're going to make it much worse on you because you made them try to give you justice, which you're entitled to in our court system as an American citizen. You made them go through the trouble of providing you with your constitutionally guaranteed rights. So they're going to be even harder on you if they win. They're going to throw the max at your ass. I'm like, what? Not me. I never went to, like I said, dismiss. But I'm just saying in that situation, that's terrible. That's extortion.
Well, here's the real big. I learned this lesson when I was a kid. You don't trust these motherfuckers at all.
No, right? They are not your friends.
Yo, let me tell you what happened to me when I was a pup, right? Because I got caught up in that kids for cash shit, right? Fucking they stood here and they sent this lawyer in to come fucking talk to me and shit. And and the lawyer standing here like, well, I have your psych eval, you know what I'm saying? All this paperwork you need to sign. If you sign this, it'll expedite your shit. And I'm gonna get this all over with quick for you. And I said, all right, cool, man. So I signed all this shit. Yo, they held this paperwork up in motherfucking court. I signed my own fucking confession. Yo, they had me sign my own confession. I was like 15. I ain't know shit about nothing with no representation.
Damn.
Yo,
we're gonna take care of this for you, little Tommy P. We'll take care of this for you. You just sign this right here, man. Be like, so I'm taken care of now. Be like, oh, you taken care of now. You're gonna have 3 square meals every day and a place to sleep, my little nigga. Oh shit. Be like, oh shit, yeah. Now put these on your wrists. Like, that's what you just signed.
Yo, they don't fucking give a fuck about you.
Then
right?
they high five like we just got paid.
Yo, I was in there and I was in. I remember I was underneath. They had all of us underneath the courthouse in like this big ass cage and shit, right? And it was probably 20 of us juveniles in there. And I remember the one kid, he was like 7, right? Like it was like a little nigga. Like he was tiny. Like he was little for 7. You know what I'm saying? He was so tiny they had to put handcuffs on his ankles because they couldn't find no fucking shackles that were small enough to fit him. Right? And that nigga was in there for motherfucking trying to break into an ATM with a screwdriver because he was hungry, didn't have no food.
And that's the situation that we're punishing kids for, man.
Yeah.
We're throwing him in jail for that. Not get the fucking little motherfucker some food. He's 7. I mean, I'm all for accountability for crime. But a 7-year-old busting in something for food, hey, I get, and hey, I also understand that some big dogs put little dogs on the street because of their limited liability, if you know what I mean. Like you can get paid as a youngster getting out there and slinging shit because the cops they can't do shit to you. You'll be right back out. You're a limited liability employee. But
well, not in my neck of the woods. Not in my neck of the woods when I was coming up. Like
that's that's just a sad story, I guess is the way to say it, man. That's sad.
Right, yo, my neck of the woods when you was a kid, if you got caught for anything, you was going up. Like you was heading out. Like they didn't give a fuck. Everybody went out. Legit. Yo, everybody I knew legit did a bid some fucking where. Right? It didn't matter. You go in there for truancy. They're like, oh, truancy. You don't like going to school? Well, we gonna make you go to school. Fuck, bye. Yo, they was sending niggas up the river. They didn't give a fuck.
Yo, speaking about the river, man, did you see that shit I posted for Bobby Lee yesterday?
Yeah, I did, man. I fucking left a comment on that bitch.
A little motherfucker about he out there raping little 14-year-old girls, man, 12-year-old girls, and we gonna just let him get away with that shit. He can still book gigs. But if you made a joke 20 years ago, if you made a nigga joke, oh shit. Oh, but you better not say the N-word back in 1987. We're going to cancel your ass, take everything from you. Nobody gets to enjoy any of the shit they were enjoying about you after that. But Bobby Lee gets to rape little girls.
Yo, let me put this like this, right? My code will not allow me to motherfucking stand here and snitch on another motherfucker. Like my code will not allow me to stand here and bag another motherfucker.
I didn't snitch on that nigga. That's in his own words, man. He shouldn't. You open your mouth, start screaming about shit on fucking YouTube in a podcast. I get to talk about it. I mean, I know I'm not snitching if he telling the story. Come on, man.
I mean, like again, like fucking, I'm not gonna be the one, man. I can't be the one.
He's discussing current events. We just discussing the current event of Bobby Lee talking about raping little kids, man.
Yeah, are you saying you wouldn't snitch on somebody for fucking kids?
Don't make him make that choice, man. Like I believe in real life, Tom P would do the right thing in that situation. Don't make him make that choice.
If you're not gonna snitch on him, you better take care of the problem yourself.
Yeah, that's a different situation altogether, right? Like that's a whole different animal altogether. Like, you know, that's
what you saying is you ain't gonna talk on the little Chinaman. You ain't gonna speak on the little Chinaman.
My code will not allow me.
Bro code don't apply to 12-year-olds, man. They say
it's not bro code, and like the broad could have been anywhere because he said he was in like Taiwan or some shit, right?
Nah, he was in TJ. He was in Tijuana.
He was in Tijuana. Yeah, look, man. You know what I'm saying? That bitch could have been anywhere from like motherfucking like 15 to like 20, and she could have looked that way.
Man, I don't know, man. I know Mexican girls. I live in South Texas, man. They don't look 12 when they're 20, man. The bitches got some big old titties, big old ass on them. Like Mexican girls are ready to breathe at 20. You know what I mean? Like, nah, he said that she looked like the bitch from The Professional. That means she ain't had no titties, no ass. Fucking, she just looked like a Lolita girl, man. That motherfucker, that dirty motherfucker. We got to shoot him, Tom P. We're gonna have to kill Bobby Lee now.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't let him get away with this shit.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you a story about this nigga named the Cat. Right? We used to call this nigga the Cat. His real name was Harry Stein. Right?
If he fuck little kids, he gotta die too, nigga. You know the rules around here.
Let me tell my story. All right. So, fucking like, all right. Me and my boy had an apartment together. He had his girl and his kids. I had my own side of shit. You know, I had my own room or whatever. You know, what I mean, we were fucking sharing. It was down in the middle of the bricks, down in the fucking fifth ward and shit. And we was hanging out. And my boy brought this bitch over, right, who was missing like 3 front teeth and shit. You know what I'm saying? But she sucked a mean dick with them.
I bet she did. Tom, he was like, "What up?"
Right. I was like, "What up?" Right. I pounded it out a couple times, but she had a boyfriend, right? And so like, when we brought bitches around, you know what I'm saying? Like our job was to stand here and how do I put this? Run them out of everything that they had. You know what I'm saying? Like you run through their credit cards, you run through their motherfucking bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? You motherfucking like jack they fucking whip and you know what I mean, take it out and do all the running you got to do and fucking, you know, go hustle and make some deals, you know, get that fucking thing nice and hot before you hand it back to her and whatnot. But she had a man who had a fucking car and whatnot, right? So, you know what I mean, he was allowed to like fucking stick around because basically it was like a fiend situation where you run through all that shit. You know what I mean? And he was running through all this shit. And I come to find out that like this girl, she had 2 daughters, right? And one of the daughters, and she was like 18 months old. He, from what I had heard at that point, you know what I mean, at this point in the story, I had heard he hit her in the face with a Timberland boot, right? And crushed her fucking cheekbone. So I grabbed a hold of him one day.
A mouthy 18-month-old. Wow. Well, wonder what she said to him.
Nah, I don't fucking don't matter. You don't hit an 18-month-old.
Nigga, it was a joke. I know, man. I was breaking the tension. That shit was getting uncomfortable listening to it. Like,
right.
You see the little nigga be like, fuck you. You ain't my daddy.
And pap with the Timberland. We had to break that tension. This was getting to be a dark story, Top P. Shit. Chill.
Right. So I grabbed a hold of this dude, you know what I'm saying, the one day because I just wanted to whoop his fucking ass. Because he kept talking like, I'm Italian. My Uncle Tony Giannetti just got handed Brooklyn, right? And I was getting tired of his fucking shit because I'm like, bro, your uncle ain't shit. You ain't fucking get handed nothing. You down here in the 5th ward, you know what I'm saying, sleeping on the fucking floor next to a bitch that all of us done nutted in the fucking mouth. Like, shut the fuck up. You ain't nobody fucking, shut up, nigga. Right? And I'm fucking getting tight and fucking mad about this shit. Right? And finally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to grab a hold. My man grabbed me, said, nah, we ain't done with him yet. And like 2 days later, my boy's like, do what you got to do. And I fucking beat this nigga and I threw him down a flight of steps, right? And as I'm outside whooping his ass, the cops roll up and I fucking pale. And the cops pick him up and they send him to the motherfucking county and shit. And apparently under questioning, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't take a whole lot of motherfucking like persuasion to get this motherfucker to admit what the fuck it is he did. And when he went to jail, I fucking brought his girl in there and was grabbing on her fucking titties and smacking her ass in front of him. And then I had my mans run through him in the fucking county and shit. Right? And fucking leave that motherfucker bleeding out in Q Block.
And so the moral of the story is, don't do drugs, kids.
Right?
Or Tom P will fuck you up.
That might be the most hood story you've ever told me.
That's a great story, man. It just takes this hard left where there's no punchline. You're like, and then I had some niggas beat him up in jail. Like, in my world, I do comedy, so in my world, I'm waiting for a punchline, and you're like, nope, that's just what happened.
Like, there ain't no silver lining to the story. There ain't no silver lining to the story. You know what I'm saying?
I'll smack the bitch ass and beat him up.
I mean, like, yo, I had a, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, like, this is kind of where it's at. Like, I had, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I've only ran into, like, shit like this once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, you had to deal with that type of situation. And usually you just leave the motherfucker bloody and send him to the hospital and the cops pick him up from there. Like, that just tends to be how it operates. You know what I mean? Because, like, they already under investigation by the time I fucking hear some crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, man, the second to last time I went to jail, check this out. There was this motherfucker, and we picked him up. It was like 4 a.m. when they came and got me from the precinct, go down to the county. You know how that goes, man. You get in the truck, get all shackled up and shit. They had to stop by East County. Now, I don't know if y'all know about East Montgomery County, Texas, man, but it's them East County boys, a bunch of skinny ass white boys with no teeth, all in there on meth charges type of shit. But this nigga gets in, looks like Dilbert. And there's a motherfucker apparently who knows what he did. And talking about this motherfucker, when we get down to county, he gets no food and no water. This motherfucker was fucking kids. He was stalking kids. So, I mean, you know, we ain't even in county yet, man. I'm being told the situation. So I'm like, all right. I mean, this ain't the time to start asking questions, Tom P. I'm like, oh, he's a pedophile? Yeah, we going to kill him. All right, we jail rules now.
Ain't no need for questions. I'm
in jail now. These are jail rules, I guess. I'm going to play by your rules. And man, they put all of us on one, like the transport had divider in the middle. So we couldn't see what was happening on the other side of it, right? But it was like down the middle of this van. So we're all on one side against one wall with some just looking at metal. But every time and they just put him and that pedophile on the other side. The cops did. And every time that thing would take a turn, this motherfucker would use the momentum of the van turning to kick this fucking pedophile in the motherfucking head, man. And like just the whole ride there, we were here, boom, boom. And when you'd hear like click, 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 like they was gonna take a turn, we was like, here it comes, man. And the van that swing that shit just so like the cops knew what they were doing. This nigga, they open up the back, we get out of our side, they open up the cage on the other side. This fucking dude falls out. He's fucked up. I need protective custody. I need protective custody. I need protective custody. Sorry, man. I get bailed out the next day and I go to work. And one of them has the newspaper at work, man. And he's like, is this the guy you were talking about? It was the guy I was talking about. That motherfucker really was busted for stalking down a 16-year-old girl online. Man, jail's different. It's a different breed. They will let you kill a pedophile or somebody who hurts a child in jail. I've seen the cops encourage that shit.
Yo, they ain't gonna do a goddamn thing to you. They just gonna let motherfuckers, you know what I mean, do what it is. Like,
same rules as the internet. If you fuck with children or animals, you're gonna die. Like, and no,
like, yo, and that's the big thing is like legit. Like, how do I put this? You don't have to call the fucking cops. Like, I'll let another motherfucker deal with the law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you let somebody else, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, make that fucking phone call. I ain't gonna be the one to call the fucking law. That ain't my fucking deal, right? I might have somebody else call the law, but I ain't gonna be the one calling them.
I mean, I feel you. No, I'm like that. If you hurt my kid, I might record a blunt stream. I'll just hit record on OBS and then just stream that recorded stream later. So I got a nice tight alibi. And like 200 people know exactly where I was while I'm shooting your ass for hurting my kid. Like, nah, man, you hurt family. Nah, we ain't going to the law. We might go to the law later, but we ain't going. Somebody's gonna get you first.
Nah, like yo, like legit. That's like when them fucking fiends they kidnapped my kid when he was younger. And shit.
Can you tell I premeditated this shit before and just talking my way out of murder, or just talk myself out of it? Like, been like, no, you can't go kill people.
At some point, every dad has to think what they're gonna do if their fucking kids ever attacked by.
I'm not saying I have a number of plans that I put years of shit into and just idle thought while on the toilet and shit into, but I have plans that I put like a lot of thought into if it ever has to become necessary. Like,
oh, like yo, bro, I don't even have plans. Like it's unnecessary to have a plan.
I don't even have plans. I know. And then fuck this bitch in front of him in jail. I know you. Plans, gorilla. I get it, man.
Like I don't have a plan.
I'm over here like, what are we gonna do to this motherfucker? Tom P's like, I don't know, throw him down the stairs or something. Whole smash.
Like yo, when we had a 3-way with this bitch one time, right? And fucking like yo, we ran train on his broad and his a
3-way ain't a train.
Yeah, that's the devil's 3-way.
Yeah, the devil's 3-way, right? You know what I'm saying? We spit roasted this bitch and whatever, right?
You turned into a suspension bridge. I got you.
Like, yeah, I shot a load in her fucking hair just to piss her the fuck off. Cause like I knew this bitch since like fucking high school or whatever, right? And I mean, and like she comes in that fucking night and she gets mad because like I took the fucking extension cord for my fucking fan in the room or whatever. And like fucking she goes and fucking she's like, can I get that fucking extension cord back? It's hot out here. And I was like,
all right, pause. I gotta pause you. I just want you to know that if you're trying to slyly get me away from talking about illegal shit by going into other stories about illegal shit, that might not be the way to go back. This nigga's like, okay, AP, that's enough, man. Let me tell you a story. All right, shut the fuck up. You talking too much about wanting to kill people and shit. All right, this time I choked this bitch out with a cord.
Like, right, it's like this bitch. Like I threw her the fucking cord and shit, and like fucking. She comes over and hits me with the fucking claws, like, you fucking bitch. Right. She runs up out the room and shit. And I wake up in the morning, I go to brush my teeth, and this bitch done used the motherfucking toothbrush on her asshole and shit, right?
Yo, and you could tell she used it on her booty hole?
Yo, it was like fucking brown shit all over the top of it, man.
Oh,
like,
man.
I know what the fucking deal is, right? Yo, hold up, right? So, like, this bitch had just left, so, like, I fucking grabbed the hammer and I fucking climb out the fucking fire escape and shit and put the fucking mask on.
With dirty booty holes, though, Tom P.
Up his mouth.
Right? Like, yo, I climbed out the fire escape with the hammer on and fucking robbed this bitch on the fucking alley.
George Floyd, that bitch. Just put it to her belly. dropped out of a tree like a gorilla. What up? Oh, shit. Like, yep.
Yo, give me the money. Like,
yo, get butt naked. What you got on you?
Yo.
Come off them keys. Come off that EBT car, bitch.
Yo,
All
break
right,
out
just,
them witch
just,
tracks.
just leave me some, okay? You so sweet. I see you've also stolen some shit off a bitch before.
Oh. Yo, bro, like yo,
Let me get that
Man,
EBT card off you. I'm
Yo,
going to the grocery store.
that's how I got my hood pass when I was a kid, man. I used to drop white bitches off in the hood, motherfucking just leave. They're like, Tom Pease, you are free to operate on this block. Like, good luck. I'm bitch like a fucking GTA mission and shit.
I brought you a gift.
Yo, who are trying to stalk big to mid to big prey. What the fuck are you talking about? Stalk? What are you fucking hunting elephants and giraffes and shit, nigga? What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, what
Mid to
what?
big prey, you find them at the buffet. That's a good place. Petco, you find some fat bitches at the pet store. The big pet stores like PetSmart and Petco. Fat bitches love that shit.
Dude,
That's
I don't know where
a bag of moose on a loan in Antarctica.
Yo, I just low key laughed so hard, like that low key laughing where you're trying not to laugh, like out your fucking mind, that I made myself sweat and fear for my own like medical safety for a second, man. Thank you for that laugh. I forgot what it was like to laugh till like it got hot in the room, and I was like, "Shit, man, am I having a heart attack?" I'm like, "No, I'm just happy." All right, that's what having heart problems do to you, man. You just be like, "Am I happy?" Or just being depressed too and having heart problems. You just be like, "Am I happy?" Or heart attack. Oh, I'm just happy.
Yo, Booyah Masi, you need a 30-06, nigga. That's what you need. You need a 30-06 and some orange motherfucking some orange shit to put on your fucking chest and head. You know, I mean, you gotta have like fucking so many inches of motherfucking square inches of goddamn orange on your ass to walk in the woods and hunt a goddamn deer.
What you need to do is cover yourself in elk blood and then go somewhere where there's lots of lions. Prove your manhood.
I mean, if I ever decide I'm going to go out, that's how I'm going to go out. Man,
The Maasai would do it. The Maasai would do it.
Yeah. That's how Jesus Christ gets it done. You know, when it really comes down to it, that's how he does it. You know.
I don't think that's how Jesus works, man. But I'm with you. I want this motherfucker to die. So go out there. make sure you video that shit.
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to go out in the traffic, all right, and you want to hold your football, you know what I'm saying, like tuck it into your fucking elbow and shit, and try to make sure that the cars don't tackle you.
That poor motherfucker. He's like, "Why do you want me to die?" I'm like, "I don't, man. Don't kill yourself. I'm playing."
Just do some Oklahoma drills with semis.
I don't know how I would kill myself. I hadn't put too much thought into it, but I imagine I would have to be pretty miserable to do it. So it would like have to be pain free.
I'm pretty sure the elk blood strategy is the only way that's honorable.
I don't know.
No. Because if
you're able to defeat the lions, that means you were actually deserve to live.
I have fantasies about killing other people
on life.
You kill enough other people, they come and end your life, so it serves the same purpose, I guess. But I just never put no thought into how I was going to kill it. Like I put thought in how I was going to die. We all have, but I've never been like, how would I kill myself? I don't know. I guess a bunch of sleeping pills, because if you're going to kill yourself, you got to be miserable. Why top it off with more pain?
I used to fuck with this bitch out of DC, legit, man. When I was a kid, like DC niggas was like the craziest people we knew when I was a kid. Motherfuckers from Washington DC, they'd hop on I-95 and dodge cars to prove how tough they were, fucking for gang initiations and shit.
Oh yeah, well I knew guys that would. Sometimes we would mix cocaine with LSD.
Yeah, I feel like that's a dumb mission, right? Like you should try playing tackle football with cars. You know what I'm saying? See how that treats you. I feel like that's a shitty way, you know what I'm saying, to prove your fucking manhood, because your manhood may be over right then and there.
I mean, cars will kill big men too. A car could kill you. I consider you a man. That may not be the way to prove manhood. I have testicles. I could show you. Like we don't need to go through all that shit.
Like, yo, I feel you. Like that is a shitty way to motherfucking go out. But like, yo, that's how these motherfuckers used to get it done back in the day, right? You know, like fucking, because I just told him, I said, you know, you can fucking tuck the football in and do that. Like, yo, that's what the fuck they used to do down in DC. Like, yo, because they was crazy and ridiculously retarded. That's what DC motherfuckers did when I was a fucking kid. They were fucking bananas ass motherfuckers. I used to know a lot of fucking retarded people. I know a dude one time, legit.
Yo, I can't hear you, man. What
yeah,
happened?
Tom P cut out. I'm just
and
gonna
went back
guess
work that was work shirt and then Am I still here?
You
back.
dropped
Still
out for a second, yeah.
Yeah, that happens. That happens sometimes. I know a dude who fucking went back into the Burger King where he worked at on payday with a ski mask on and his work shirt and his name tag and tried to rob the place. Yo,
I see
Darnell,
you know some dumb niggas in it. Yeah, that sounds like a Darnell. I don't even have to question the truth of that story because I know a nigga named Darnell did that shit.
Yeah,
That's a Darnell move.
I'm gonna guess
Darnell.
when you're hanging out with those people in DC that PCP was pretty popular.
People say there's nothing in the name, but we all know a dude named Nate who sells drugs, or we know one at one point.
yeah. You know,
True story. I know two.
everybody. Yeah,
There
how many Dwaynes do you know that went up for homicide charges? Because I know like 3 or 4
Ew.
Dwaynes.
Yeah, Dwayne. Yeah.
Yeah,
But then again, my ex-wife's divorce lawyer was Dwayne too. Listen to what this motherfucker said in a courtroom. We waiting to fucking get this fucking divorce thing kicked off. This motherfucker's I'm sitting in the little benches. This motherfucker's up in the lawyer area, you know, like right in front of us, but behind that little wall. You know what I mean? They got to put that little baby wall to come up to your dick just to let you know you a bitch and you can't step up here till you told, right? So I'm sitting back here and he's talking about I'm not talking about Ron Paul. And he's like, yeah, he's talking and he's saying something Ron Paul, but the Jews wouldn't let him in. And I'm over here to this day. I'm mad I did not have my fucking phone on record. Because if I'd have recorded a lawyer in a divorce case talking about, quote, the Jews in a courtroom, I could have had everything I wanted in that divorce, man. Everything. I could have been like, yo, I'm taking the house. They'd be like, nigga, you don't even own the house. You paying the bank for this shit. And I'd be like, yo, I'm taking the house. You hear me? The lawyer would be like, right. It looks like you about to pay my bank some money, ain't you? And that car. But she had that car when you got married and you got your truck. Be like, no, I'm taking the other car too. All right.
and you're gonna
How's she
give me
gonna drive
keys
the
to
kid
that
around?
fucking-
I'll be like, I'm taking the kid. Take all that shit. Leave this crackhead on the fucking corner where I fucking found her.
And I want that M3 you drove up in, motherfucker.
Right. And I want your car too. You know what I learned on my Twitter the other day, man? I made 2 polls. I'm gonna spoil some shit. This is a bit for my show. Let me use it now. I ran 2 polls. 1, do Black Lives Matter? People said no. 63% to 30 something said no. So Black Lives don't matter. Now keep that in mind. This is to the people that watch the Blunt stream. I then said, if aliens showed up and said they'll clean up all of our pollution if we just give them all our black people, would you do it? 95% said yes in a second. What I know now about some of you out there, would you trust aliens way too much? You think they just go?
That's the takeaway.
You think they go like you may hate black people, but that's one issue that you have. But you
Yo.
trust aliens way too much out there. I'm like, what? No, because they just gonna come back next week and ask for the Mexicans, and then they're gonna come back and they're gonna ask for everything until they're like, give us your women, and we have to make a fucking choice and be like, it's worth it for one generation with no bitches. Man, let's do this. But you know what they just did? They just left. They didn't take. They took everything but the gay men. Now you're stuck in a world with them, but obnoxious gay white men, and they just created the fucking butt fucking Planet of the Apes right underneath your noses. Never trust aliens, boys.
Yo, what nigga? Yo, motherfucking that right there, that nigga right there, that is motherfucking my boy Guapoli.
That's some
Like yo, I ain't seen that nigga in forever. Like
Guapoli.
yo, what up, nigga? It's been a minute since I fucking seen you. This motherfucker like moved from Cali to Detroit to like motherfucking West Virginia, some shit. He's been bouncing all around this goddamn country trying to find a fucking home with his fucking 17 felonies and shit.
Oh,
Yo,
for real, man. I'm looking for a roommate. Why don't you come out here, man? Just sell drugs or something.
you say come down. You live right across the street from the police station. Just putting that out there right
I
now.
didn't say sell drugs at the house. Bring that
I
shit.
think
in
he ain't
here.
gonna have no call. Like, yo. And I feel like him leaving 18, 19 times a day is gonna be a bit of a fucking issue with shit.
I don't know, man. My weed guy is parked in my driveway and hung out like the 7 years I've been at this house. Like, I don't know, man. I've never had a problem with anybody fucking just coming up, parking in the driveway and delivering some weed and leaving 5 minutes later. I don't get fucked with.
I feel you, but that's one time. That motherfucker's gonna be coming and leaving all day long.
Oh yeah, I was just playing. You can't come sell drugs out of my fucking house, man. I'm not gonna tell this nigga where I live, man. Come on. I'm just saying. Like, just living next to a police station, it provides me the protection of the police from certain elements. But like all the other times when those cops are sitting out there and those firemen are sitting out there, they just see me on my riding mower out there waving at them. Hi, how's it going? And they're like, oh, look at that nice young man mowing his grass out there. What just American as fuck. Putting my flesh straightening the fucking flag up that I got on the tree and shit. There you go. Man. Look at that, America. I'm like, yeah, and then I go in the house, man. I pick up my pipe, I smoke weed and talk shit about bitches with Tom P. That's the situation.
Anyway, yo, look, man. Yo, we've been doing this shit for like 2 hours now. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get off here because my phone is legitimately about to catch fire. It's so goddamn hot, and I gotta turn the fucking air conditioning on this bitch now that the cops done left. Now because that nigga kept looking at me and shit, I didn't want to give that motherfucker no reason to come look at me with my truck running.
I mean, you were just out loud on stream admitting to felonies, so.
Well, I'm saying, like, he can't hear me. He's across the motherfucking way looking at a combine and shit. This motherfucker over here.
Hey, we ain't admitting this shit, man. We talking about just things that happened in neighborhoods at some point. We may, man, this is statute of limitations. Later, niggas.
Telling other people's stories. Who knows? You know what I mean? Yo, did he bounce?
Yeah.
All right. Yo, look, man, we about to shut this shit down. Anyway, yo, I love y'all, motherfucker. Thank everybody for coming out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody hit that Streamlabs. I don't think you did. I put the Streamlabs in the motherfucking description and shit. Make sure you hit that shit on the way the fuck out. Drop me a couple of bones for motherfucking, like, yo, coming out here and entertaining the masses and putting all this work in. I love y'all, motherfuckers. Excel. You know the deal, dude. We got to do this more often. Real shit. You know what I mean? Maybe later you can start a stream. We can get something done.
Yeah, right on. I ain't doing shit tonight.
Me either, man. I'm stuck in goddamn Boston. I gotta fucking cool this bitch down in the meantime. So I'm gonna holla at y'all motherfuckers. Thank you, AP. Thank you, motherfucking motherfucking Bear Dog. And I'm saying thank you, Excel. You know the situation. I'm gonna holla at y'all motherfuckers. Peace.